In this video, you'll see bathroom floor waterproofing tips, specifically how to use Schluter DITRA, which is my favorite uncoupling membrane. So the first tip I have for you, and it's really important, is to measure out both your water and your thin set. For example, I'm using 4 quarts of water for 25 pounds of Schluter All Set, and I'm mixing that up with a mortar mixer to get the right consistency. Then I wipe down the substrate with a damp sponge and applied thin set over top of that using a margin trowel. Then I used the flat side of my trowel to key the thin set into the substrate. This keying in part is really important because you want a thin layer of thin set to work with. That's going to help you out with the bonding process of your uncoupling membrane. I then applied more thin set with my margin trowel and used the notch side of an 1/8 inch by 1/8 inch square notch trowel to key this in. What's really important is to make sure that your trowel is held at a 45-degree angle in relation to the substrate. This is going to maximize the trowel ridges. I also recommend using directional troweling and having all those trowel notches be parallel with the short side of the DITRA. This is going to help express air out from between the bottom of your uncoupling membrane and the thin set mortar. So it's really going to help you get a good bond. Then I rolled the DITRA out over top of the thin set, smoothed it out, made sure I had an expansion joint at the perimeters, and then I used a wood float. So I'm going from left to right and compressing the uncoupling membrane into the thin set. And then I switch that up and I go at a 90-degree angle. And what that does is give me maximum bonding between the fleece and the floor. You want about 100% thin set coverage between the uncoupling membrane and the thin set. And you can do the exact same thing for your second sheet. Now, for second sheets or successive sheets, you want to make sure that they're butted up against each other. You really don't need any gaps between your uncoupling membranes. Once again, I smoothed that out using a wood float and made sure that I had 100% coverage between them and removed any of the excess thin set out between that seam. Now here I have a custom curb, so what I had to do was apply the same thin set over top of that and use a piece of KERDI over top of my entire curb because I have some seams in it. And I smoothed it out and bonded it to the DITRA. And this basically helps me waterproof between my curb and the DITRA. Then I made some custom corner pieces. So basically what you do here is you apply thin set to the curb, the wall, and the DITRA, and you put your custom corner piece in. Make sure that you put thin set underneath the flap that's over top, and then you can smooth that out using a sponge. Now this process of waterproofing up against the curb and the walls, it's really important if you want to make sure your bathroom floor is 100% waterproof. Do you absolutely have to do the process with putting the KERDI-BAND up against the wall? You don't. It's really a personal preference. But if you do use the KERDI banding up against your wall, just make sure you remove the excess thin set with a sponge. And if you do have a seam between successive pieces, you can KERDI band over top of that to waterproof it as well. So for a curb shower, again, this is optional, but for a curbless shower, you definitely should do that banding. So that's how you install Schluter DITRA and waterproof your bathroom floor. I hope the tips in this video helped you out. If they did, give the video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for more tips and tricks. All right, we'll see you in the next tutorial.